From hunter-gatherers to architects of towering cities, we've come a long way from cave to pave. The journey of humankind is a tale of incredible transformation. Talk about a building success story. How did we, a species once driven by instinct, go from rock to rocket science, build civilizations that span continents and reach for the stars? It's a stellar achievement. This essay explores the remarkable story of human civilization, a history worth repeating, from its ancient roots to our modern interconnected world. We've really connected the dots. We will journey through time, witnessing the rise and fall of empires, a real up and down story, the birth of ideas and the constant human spirit of innovation. Talk about bright ideas. Get ready to explore the tapestry of history. It's so fascinating, woven with threads of ingenuity, conflict, and the enduring quest for knowledge. A real thread of genius. Our exploration begins with the earliest civilizations, the root of all progress, cradles of innovation that laid the foundation for our world today. Truly groundbreaking stuff. Imagine a time before written history, when tweeting was just for the birds. A time when our ancestors looked to the stars and thought, hey, that's a stellar idea, and began to understand the rhythms of nature. They were really in tune with the seasons of life. This period, around 10,000 BCE, marked the dawn of agriculture, when humans decided to turnip the soil, a pivotal development that sowed the seeds for civilization. Talk about planting the idea. As humans transitioned from nomadic hunter-gatherers to settled farmers, they thought, why roam when you can home? They established the first villages. It was the village people era, literally. These villages, over time, grew into bustling cities, where the first urban legends were born, centers of trade, culture, and innovation. They were really trading up. This shift from foraging to farming was no accident. It was a field of dreams. It was a testament to human ingenuity, proving we were cool for school, our ability to observe, experiment, and adapt to our environment. We were the original life hackers, the fertile lands of Mesopotamia, where everything was A-OK. Nestled between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, the original rivers of dreams, became the cradle of some of the earliest civilizations. They really rocked the cradle of civilization. While Mesopotamia and Egypt were building their pyramid schemes in the Near East, the Indus Valley civilization popped up in modern-day India and Pakistan like a civilization surprise party. Known for their drain-tastic urban planning and sanitation systems, the Indus people demonstrated a clean sweep understanding of urban living. In East Asia, the Yellow River Valley saw the rise of ancient China, where they yellowed in their success. Chinese civilization developed independently, silking their way to innovations like silk production and early forms of writing. These ancient civilizations, geographically distant yet traditionally connected by nascent trade routes, developed unique cultural identities. As centuries passed, new powers emerged on the world stage, building upon the foundations laid by their predecessors. These empires, each with their unique contributions, shaped the course of history and left legacies that continue to influence our world today. Talk about building on a solid foundation. The classical empires of Greece and Rome left an indelible mark on Western civilization. Their achievements in governance, culture, and technology set the stage for future societies. They really knew how to column their way to success. Greece, with its city-states like Athens and Sparta, gave birth to democracy, philosophy, and theater. The competitive spirit and intellectual fervor of these city-states fostered an environment where ideas could flourish. You could say they were philosophon. Thinkers like Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle laid the groundwork for Western philosophical thought. Their inquiries into ethics, politics, and metaphysics continued to be studied and revered. They really thought outside the box. The Roman Empire, known for its military prowess and sophisticated legal system, rose to prominence after the decline of Greece. Rome's ability to integrate diverse cultures under a unified system was a testament to its administrative genius. They were the original Rome models. Rome's influence extended from the British Isles to North Africa and the Middle East, leaving a lasting impact on language, law, and architecture. The engineering marvels of Roman aqueducts and roads facilitated the movement of people and goods, enhancing trade and communication. They really knew how to aqueduct business. In the East, the Mauryan and Gupta empires flourished in India, known for their advancements in mathematics, astronomy, and medicine. These empires fostered a rich cultural and intellectual environment that produced significant scientific and artistic achievements. They were really counting on their success. During this period, Buddhism also spread widely, influencing art and philosophy across Asia. The teachings of Buddha resonated with many, leading to the creation of magnificent temples and sculptures that depicted the life and teachings of the Enlightened One. Buddha really sculpted a path to enlightenment. Simultaneously, the Han Dynasty in China ushered in a golden age marked by the development of paper, gunpowder, and the Silk Road, which connected the East and West through trade and cultural exchange. This era of innovation and connectivity laid the groundwork for future global interactions, making the Han Dynasty a pivotal period in world history. They really walled in their success. Section 5: Medieval Transformations, Faith, Feudalism, and Fusion. The fall of the Roman Empire in the West marked the beginning of the Middle Ages, a period of significant change and transformation. You could say Rome had a falling out with itself. In Europe, feudalism emerged as the dominant social system, while the Catholic Church became a powerful unifying force. Talk about a knight in shining armor. The Byzantine Empire, centered in Constantinople, preserved Roman traditions and became a major center of learning and culture. They really busied themselves up. In the Middle East, the rise of Islam in the 7th century CE ushered in a new era. It was a Mosque-C moment in history. Section 6: Renaissance, the rebirth of knowledge, or as I like to call it, the time when Europe decided to renaissance and shine. The Renaissance, meaning rebirth in French, marked a period of renewed interest in classical art, literature, and philosophy after the Middle Ages. This cultural movement spanned roughly from the 14th to the 17th century and had profound impacts on European society. It was a time when people really arted themselves out. This era, beginning in 14th century Italy, witnessed a flowering of artistic, scientific, and intellectual creativity. Cities like Florence, Venice, and Rome became the epicenters of this cultural revival, attracting artists, thinkers, and scholars from all over Europe. You could say Italy was the canvas for this masterpiece. Artists like Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, and Raphael produced masterpieces that continue to inspire awe today. Their works not only showcased incredible skill and innovation, but also explored human emotion and the natural world in unprecedented ways. They really nailed it, didn't they? The invention of the printing press by Johannes Gutenberg revolutionized the dissemination of knowledge, making books more accessible and fueling intellectual debate. This technological breakthrough allowed for the rapid spread of new ideas and played a crucial role in the education of the masses. Talk about pressing matters. This era also saw the rise of humanism, a philosophical movement emphasizing human reason and potential. Humanists studied classical texts and sought to apply ancient wisdom to contemporary life, promoting a more secular and individualistic worldview. They were really booked with knowledge. Humanists challenged traditional ways of thinking, paving the way for the scientific revolution. Their emphasis on observation, experimentation, and critical thinking laid the groundwork for modern science. They were the original lab rats of their time. Nicholas Copernicus's heliocentric model of the solar system, which placed the sun at the center, challenged the long-held geocentric view. This revolutionary idea not only transformed astronomy, but also altered humanity's understanding of its place in the universe. Copernicus really spaced out with this one. Section 7: Age of Revolutions, Enlightenment to Industry. Get ready to be enlightened. Building on the foundations laid during the Renaissance, the Enlightenment of the 18th century emphasized reason, individualism, and human rights. Talk about a bright idea. Thinkers like John Locke, Jean-Jacques Rousseau, and Montesquieu championed ideas of natural rights, separation of powers, and social contract theory, influencing revolutions in America and France. They really knew how to lock in those ideas, These revolutions challenged the authority of monarchies and paved the way for more democratic forms of government. Talk about a royal pain. The late 18th century and early 19th century witnessed the Industrial Revolution, a period of unprecedented technological advancement. It was a real Game of Thrones for technology. Section 8, the 20th Century World Wars and Technological Advancements. The 20th century was a time of both remarkable progress and devastating conflict. It was a century that really knew how to make history and break it too. Two world wars driven by nationalism, imperialism, and ideological clashes resulted in unprecedented death and destruction. Talk about a world tour nobody wanted tickets for. The aftermath of World War II saw the rise of the United States and the Soviet Union as superpowers, leading to the Cold War, a period of geopolitical tension and an arms race. It was a time when everyone was on edge and on the edge of their seats. Despite the horrors of war, the 20th century also witnessed incredible technological advancement. It was a time when inventors really put the tech in spectacular. The invention of the airplane, the automobile, the television, and a whole lot of wow moments. And the computer revolutionized transportation, communication, and daily life. You could say it was a bite-sized revolution with a mega impact. Section 9, Globalization, Interconnectedness, and its Discontents. The late 20th and early 21st centuries have been marked by globalization, a process of increasing interconnectedness and interdependence among nations. It's like the world decided to join a giant group chat. Advances in communication and transportation technologies have facilitated the flow of information, capital, and people across borders at an unprecedented rate. Talk about a global express delivery. Globalization has led to economic growth and cultural exchange, but it has also created new challenges. It's a small world after all, but sometimes it feels like a crowded elevator. Concerns about income inequality, environmental degradation, and the loss of cultural identity have fueled debates about the benefits and drawbacks of globalization. It's a mixed bag, like a global potluck where not everyone likes the same dish. Section 10, Reflections on the Human Journey. Looking back at the long and complex history of human civilization, from our humble beginnings as hunter-gatherers, we see a tapestry woven with threads of survival, creativity, and community. In those early days, humans relied on their ingenuity to hunt, gather, and create tools that would lay the foundation for future advancements. You could say we were really tooling around back then. As we transitioned from nomadic lifestyles to settled communities, the first cities of Mesopotamia emerged, marking a significant leap in human development. These early urban centers became hubs of trade, culture, and innovation, setting the stage for the complex societies we see today. Fast forward to our current globalized world, and we witness a story of relentless innovation, adaptation, and resilience. Talk about a city slicker transformation. From the invention of the wheel to the technological marvels of the 21st century, humans have continuously striven to understand and shape their world. Each era brought new challenges and opportunities, pushing us to develop tools and technologies that would transform our lives. We have faced countless challenges, from natural disasters to wars and pandemics, yet we have always found ways to persevere and progress. Guess you could say we really wheeled our way to success. Our journey has been marked by both triumphs and failures, moments of great creativity and innovation, as well as periods of devastating destruction. We have witnessed the rise and fall of empires, the birth of new ideas, and the resilience of the human spirit. It's been a real roller coaster ride through history. From the ruins of ancient civilizations to the masterpieces of the Renaissance, our history is a testament to our ability to rebuild and reinvent ourselves. We have seen the horrors of war and the beauty of peace, the destruction of cities and the creation of art that transcends time. You could say we've painted quite the picture over the centuries. And through it all, the enduring human spirit of exploration and discovery has driven us forward. From the early explorers who mapped the unknown to the scientists who unlocked the secrets of the universe, our quest for knowledge and understanding continues to shape our journey. The story of humanity is one of endless curiosity, boundless creativity, and an unyielding drive to explore the unknown. We've really rocketed our way through history. Section 11. The future of civilization, a question of choices. Or should I say a question of ponderful choices. As we stand at the cusp of a new era, the future of human civilization hangs in the balance. It's a balancing act worthy of a circus. Climate change, resource depletion, and geopolitical instability pose significant threats to our planet and our way of life. It's like the planet is saying, I'm not a fan of this hot mess. Yet we also possess the knowledge, the technology, and the collective will to address these challenges and create a more just and sustainable future. Talk about powering up for a better tomorrow. The choices we make today will determine the course of human history for generations to come. No pressure, right? Just a tiny decision. Will we continue down a path of environmental degradation and conflict, or will we choose cooperation and innovation to create a world where all can thrive? It's a fork in the road. Let's hope we don't spoon it up. The answer lies not in the stars, but in ourselves. So let's star T making the right choices.